Hey, welcome to day 2 of Yoga Fit Mind Body Challenge. You won't need anything except for a yoga mat and your wonderful, amazing body and breath. Let's get going. Let's start today standing at the back of your mat. So bring your feet together, parallel, soften up your knees, drop your tailbone, roll your shoulders up, relax them down, palms to the front, chest open, head held high, reach both arms up, inhale. And then exhale, let's fold. Slide down your legs. Come halfway up, lengthen your spine. Roll back down. Let your chin soften to your chest. You can gently shake your head no or nod your head yes. Take a nice bend in your knees and we're gonna roll it up all the way to the top. Head up last, take your time. Big breath in, match your hands to your heart center, thumbs to the chest. We're gonna start warming up the shoulders. So big breath in. Exhale, swan dive. Take the half lift. So vinyasa, inhale up. Exhale down. Deeply bend your knees. Let's walk our hands forward, landing on top of the plank here. Palms under shoulders, toes curled under. Option to make this a little bit less challenging, knees to the floor. Spread your fingers wide. Let's engage the arms. Belly button in. Okay, pike those hips up. Let's take the down dog. Exhale, lift them up, and then you can walk your feet in a little bit, stretching the backs of the legs. Downward dog. Push through both arms, waking up those shoulders. And then I'm gonna set you free to go ahead and flow between plank and down dog. So like a wave, you're gonna roll forward through your spine. A little bit of a cat feeling and land in plank. At your own pace, you'll pike back up into down dog. Now, if you are doing these on your knees, your option here is a knee plank into child's pose. Take about 3 more breaths in this flow. Moving at your own pace. Nice long spine, whichever plank you choose. And then a stretch, down dog or child's pose. Let's meet in plank. Hold here and breathe. Go ahead and lower your right knee to the center of the mat and take your right hand to the center of the mat. We're gonna just kick that right foot out to the side, roll to the inner edge of your left foot, reach your left arm up, stand tall, side plank. Thread the needle, start to reach your left hand under your right armpit and squeeze your core and then stretch it right back up. We're gonna do 2 more, so wrap it around, exhale the air out. Inhale back up, think about thoracic rotation. Exhale. And inhale. Swim your left hand down to the floor, pick up your left heel, find yourself back in that plank. Everything's strong. Could be knees, could be toes. And then we'll center the left knee, kick out your left foot, left hand to the middle of the mat, roll to the inner edge of your right foot, stretch it up. Stand tall, and let's take those thread the needles. So on the exhale, round and wrap. Stretch up. Try to keep your hips high. 2 more. Exhaling, round, squeeze, open and expand. Last one. Beautiful. Swim that right arm down. Pick up your right heel and then tuck your left toe. 1 more breath in plank. Good. Shift forward of your wrists. You can come to your knees if you'd like. Chaturanga. Elbows will scrape the ribs on the way down. And then tops of the feet relax. Baby cobra. Come up. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Let's do 2 more. A little cobra roll up. Maybe a little higher this time. And then release. 1 more. Use back strength and shoulder strength here to get you up into this back bend. And then roll back down. Let's wake up your back body. So stretch out your legs nice and long. And then I'm gonna have you reach your arms out in a T. Lift up your head, chest, shoulders. So you're floating, hovering the upper body. And then for more challenge, lift up your legs as well. So legs are hovering, maybe the toes, maybe shins, maybe even knees. Pull the belly button in. Find some length. Good, and then extra credit. Reach those arms overhead. Locust with a little extra challenge, thumbs up. And then swim right back to your sides. Hands underneath your shoulders. Pick yourself up to all 4s. And let's counter stretch this. Child's pose. Forehead to the floor and your hips reach back. Take a moment for your wrists and hands. So let's give them a little bit of love. Roll them out, open, close. Squeeze tight into fists. Stretch your fingers apart. tiptoe both hands to the right and then reach your hips to the left. Side stretch here in your waist. And then we'll switch. Walk the hands over. Left side, bump your hips over, stretch. Just a really quick yoga flow to help bring blood flow to all the areas that need it. Back through your center, shift into all fours, belly in, walk your fingertips back, get a little wrist stretch, just as far as you comfortably can. And then we're gonna circle, okay? So circling the shoulders around the wrists. Doesn't have to be big. Honor your wrists. And then go the other way, slow, soft elbows. Good, release, unwind those fingertips, give them both a little roll, a little flick. Excellent. We're gonna step ourselves back up into down dog. So tuck the toes, push weight in your legs, pick up the knees, and hike those hips to the sky. Look for your shins. Let's take a little pedal, alternate one heel, bend the opposite knee. And switch. Good, so here comes the heating part of our flow. We're gonna build a little bit of heat. Reach your right leg for the sky. Inhale. Right knee to your nose. Step your right foot up to the top of the mat, high as you can. Thumb will be by your pinky toe. Leave your back heel up and leave your back knee up. Stretch those arms to the sky. Crescent lunge. Big breath in. Spin open to the side here. Come into a warrior two pose. Stack your head, heart, hips, straight line. Bend your right knee. Look over your right fingertips. Surf forward of your leg. Flip your right palm and then left hand to your thigh. Stretch it up, side stretch. Come back through warrior two. Breath here. Lower your front elbow to your thigh and stretch your left arm alongside your ear. So bicep comes close to the ear and then roll that left hip open to the ceiling. Good. We'll take the top arm and just keep circling it all the way down to the floor. Pick up your left heel and then walk your right foot out a little bit wider, coming into runner's lunge. Hands on the inside of your knee. And let's just go ahead and shift forward and back. Really opening up those hips, inviting some space into the groin, the hip flexor, the hamstring. Beautiful. With your next exhale breath, go ahead and brace the core, tension in the abs. Sweep that leg back, hold single leg plank. You can put it back down if you'd like, or keep it up for a chaturanga. Shift forward of your wrists and lower, a little more intensity there. Baby cobra, full cobra, or up dog. You can lower back down, roll through child's pose, or you can flip your toes and come right back to down dog like me. Hips to the sky, heavy heels. Strong arms and your pinkies are pushing down so the whole hand's engaged. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Left knee to nose, step high up your mat. Aim for crescent lunge. Pick up that back heel, keep it high, back knee lifted. Drive your legs down as you root to rise. So we're kind of flowing here. We're building some heat. Spin your back heel to the floor, open into warrior two. Straight, strong arms, gaze over your left hand. Start to surf your torso forward. Flip your left palm, reverse your warrior. Right hand to your thigh, just lightly tap it. Stretch up. And then come back. We're gonna come into extended side angle. Left elbow to your thigh, stretch the other arm overhead, bicep by the ear. Rolling the heart open and keep circling. We're gonna take the top arm down to the floor. Pick up your heel and then walk that left heel out a little wider. Create some room for runner's lunge. We're just gonna do a little shifting forward and back. Make space in the hip. Excellent. So I'm starting to get a little bit warmer here. Really create tension in the core. Push down through your arms, soften your elbows, and then sweep that leg back. See if you can hover just for a breath. And then you can put it back down or you can leave it up, extra challenge. Shift forward, chaturanga. Any amount. Baby cobra, mid cobra, full cobra. Good, release, heart to the floor. Push yourself up and back, child's pose. And just notice the effects that that flow had on your body. A little bit of intensity there. We brought our heart rate up, our breathing up. Let's try to find your ujjayi again. In through the nose and out through the nose. Excellent. We're going to come forward onto our mat and take your right knee and place it in the middle of the mat. And we'll start to wiggle your right foot out towards the left. And it's pigeon, half pigeon. So you're working on lengthening that left leg back. And you can come up onto blocks or put a block under your hip if you need it. Lift your heart, like a little bit of a cobra feeling. Good. And then we'll slowly walk it down. Maybe just a couple handprints forward, maybe to your elbows. Some of you might be able to reach all the way to the floor, forehead down. You do you, okay? Honor your body. Good, come up nice and slow. Back to your hands. Hands to the inside of your front knee. And then put a little bit of energy in your back leg. See if you can pick up your back heel. And let's just do a couple hamstring curls. So squeeze it up, release it down. And if that's very tight, this is your pose. You'll just go up and down. If there's room, stand on your right hand, leave your left heel up and swim your left arm back. See if you can find your left ankle, heel, foot, toe, pant leg would work. Gently pull that foot towards your glute, or you could gently kick your hand, opening your chest. Variation of our mermaid here. And I'm just light on my front hand, keeping energy in my core. Good. Slowly release it. Unwind. Take the hands back to frame the front knee and then sit on that front hip. Swing your back leg forward. So this is my left leg. And the right sole of the foot to the inner thigh. Stretch both arms up to the sky. Inhale and then exhale, we fold. Head to knee pose. Bow to the heart. Down to the thigh. Excellent. We'll walk our way up nice and slow. And then take a little bit of a butterfly. So open that right knee open. Take left hand across, catch the right knee, and then side stretch. Right arm up and over. Reach your ribs to the ceiling. This is meant to just make you feel, open up all the spaces in your body, make you feel better when you're done. So please don't force any of the poses. Exhale, release. Take the right foot out about a footprint away from your hip, and then turn your left knee down so you're internally rotating. Stand on your right hand and then circle your left arm up. Come into a little variation of wild thing. Press that left hip to the sky. Strong shoulder. And then slowly roll back down. We're gonna turn to face the front of the mat again and just make our way back to child's pose. So walk those knees back, hips to heels. Breathe into the low back. You could take a little wrist movement if you need it. We're going to do the same thing on side two. Start to shift forward. Take your left knee through the center of your hands and then start to wiggle your left foot out to the right, kind of behind your right wrist. And slide your right quad down. Use blocks if you need it, okay? So half pigeon. This is a tough one. If you feel any pain in your knee, turn to the side or take this on your back. Little back bend first. And then we'll melt. Maybe just a handprint forward. Maybe a few, maybe elbows, maybe forehead, sleeping pigeon. So just like every other class, you should customize. You should be listening to your body in these poses and these movements that we're doing. There's some stillness here. Good, walk it up nice and slow. And then we'll take the hands to the inside of that front left knee. Start to energize your back leg. Give it a couple hamstring curls. Just squeeze up, release down. Some energy into the hamstring will help to release the quad. If it feels possible to stay, hold it up there. Stand on your left arm and backstroke your right arm towards your right foot. Maybe connect, maybe not. It might be far away today, and that's okay. You could use a strap to catch the foot or ankle and gently pull it in. There's also the option to gently pull your arm away and get a little more stretch in your shoulder and your pec. Promise me you won't force yourself into this position. Honor your body. Let's release with the control, coming out of that, sitting down on your left hip and swinging your right leg to the front of the mat. Set the left sole of the foot anywhere into your right inner thigh. Sit up on those sit bones, stretch both arms up, and we'll fold. Allow your heart to melt. Breathe. Just taking this time in your day to kind of reconnect. Body, the mind. And then come back up nice and slow. And we'll turn the left knee out open it up to the side just a little bit. Your right hand catches your left knee, so opposite hand to opposite knee, and side stretch. So reaching the left armpit to the sky, left ribs open, and you breathe into that lung. Really hip opening here, little inner thigh stretch. Good, slowly release it. So we're headed into our wild thing. Because I'm facing away from the camera, I hope that I can cue this well. So walk your left heel away from your glute and turn your right knee down, where the inner edge of your right foot finds the floor. Stand on your left hand and circle your right arm up. Push your hips off the mat. Rainbow your spine here. Bicep by the ear on top. Strong bottom shoulder. Slowly release. Let those hips find the floor. Take your feet about mat distance. Scoot your hips to the middle. And let's a windshield wiper here. Side to side. Lean back into your hands. So today's flow was a little intermediate. Let me know in the comments how that went for you. Take our cool down stretches here. Center it up. Feet in the middle of the mat. Use your abdominals. Stretch your arms out for counterbalance. And then slowly lower. One vertebra at a time. Control. Try not to let gravity sweep you down. Arms overhead, and if your back is happy, straighten your legs. If not, you can keep your knees bent. Stretch in opposite directions. And then let's reverse that. Tuck both knees to your chest, and then bring your forehead up to your knees. Tightest ball that you can be. Relax your head. Shake your head no. Massage the base of your skull on the floor. And then hold still, and let's shake those knees side to side now. Massaging the lower back on the floor. We're gonna prep for a little bit of a twist. Stretch the arms out to the side. Scoot your hips over to the left, and then gently drop your knees to the right. Slow, slow. Don't let them just flop. Let them meet the floor, and then relax into this twist. Arms expanded and chest facing up. And then with the next exhale, start to tighten up the core here. You're going to lift those knees back up and then take a little bit of a rock up through the hips and rock your hips over to the right side of your mat. And then the same slow descent down to the floor on the left side. Slow, slow, slow. When your knees do meet the ground, relax and settle. Find your breath. Stretching those arms out. Good. Toe in the belly here. So exhale, pull those knees back up to the center. Do a little rock to meet your hips back in the middle. Plant your feet by your glutes. Hands sweep down. See if your middle finger can touch your heels. Let's bridge it up. So push through both legs. Lift up the hips. Finding a nice squeeze for your backside. And a little opening for your front side. Push down in the triceps. And then roll it down slow. Tailbone comes down last. Stretch your right leg for the sky. Catch that hamstring. Flex your foot and then point it. And flex and point. Go ahead and do a little bit of ankle movement. Should feel nice. And then let's stay flexed for the crossover. Right ankle over left thigh. Feel free to just push it open. Or you can reach through the window of your legs and hug your left hamstring. Let your head rest. Now, this is a Yoga Fit challenge, so you might pair this with a workout. Whether you do it before or after the workout is up to you. I want you to set a very individual goal with this 2-week challenge. Slowly release, uncross. Let's do side 2. Right foot to the floor, left leg to the sky. Point and flex. Because these are kind of micro classes, hold the flex. It's only a 20-minute class, and then over the other thigh. Push it open, or maybe reach through, your choice. That means you might have a little extra time to add something else with this. And I encourage that. And if you are new to exercise or new to yoga, this might be all you have, and that's also fine. Be proud of whatever you're giving. It's truly your best. Nobody can knock that. My purpose here for providing this challenge was just so that you could have a little program to follow to help you connect your body and your mind. Release your hold, uncross your ankle, and then just drop your knees together, hands on your belly. Close your eyes for a moment and find your breath. Feel the belly inflate into the hands, and then as you exhale, the belly sinks. Good. Blink the eyes back to open and drop your knees to one side. Use your arms to press yourself up nice and slow. Head up last. Any comfortable seat, whatever you wish. Sitting tall through the spine. Rest with palms up, shoulders down. Deep breath in. If you would like to take some time for a little meditation, pause the video here and do that. Otherwise, reach both arms up, match those hands, thumbs to heart center. Thank you for practicing with me. I will see you on day 3. Namaste.